And just like that, he is back. ABC announcing that late-night host Jimmy Kimmel will return tonight after being temporarily pulled for remarks made in his monologue on September 15th in the wake of the shooting of Charlie Kirk. That suspension getting plenty of support, but also plenty of backlash. Elected officials from both sides of the aisle, comedians, celebrities, and many others called Kimmel's suspension an attack on free speech, with hundreds of stars even signing a public letter demanding he be reinstated. Here's a quick look back at what he said that led to his suspension.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
NewsNation's Alex Caprariello is live in our newsroom. So, Alex, no doubt there will be strong reactions from both ends of the spectrum as Kimmel now comes back on air.
Yeah, you're right about that, Nicole. In fact, we've already seen both sides clash over this decision, and most certainly all eyes are going to be on Jimmy Kimmel tonight to see how he addresses this controversy during his opening monologue. For now, though, we're just going to have to rely on the reaction that's been pouring in from both Hollywood and Washington. First and foremost, let's take a listen to some of Kimmel's late-night counterparts and allies.
Meanwhile, in other ABC news, young Jimmy Kimmel's coming back to television.
Just a few hours before we tape this broadcast, we got word that our long national late nightmare is over. Because Disney announced that Jimmy Kimmel Live will return to air on ABC tomorrow, Tuesday night. Come on!
All right, lots of applause and excitement there, but let's take a look at the other side of the aisle. Conservatives, they're criticizing Disney for caving. Turning Point USA's executive producer says he wasn't surprised by Disney putting Kimmel back on the air, but continued to call it a mistake. Megyn Kelly, she called out the perceived double standard of cancel culture in America, saying it lasts less than a week for Democrats, but a lifetime for Republicans. Across the country, since Kimmel got pulled, Americans threatened to boycott Disney. But perhaps the biggest catalyst that really put the pressure on was this letter from the ACLU, signed by more than 500 artists and entertainers, calling the decision to suspend Kimmel dark and unconstitutional, also asking all Americans to defend free speech. That letter, signed by the elite of show business like Jennifer Aniston, Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, and even a few of Disney's superheroes like the Incredible Hulk himself, Mark Ruffalo. The business impact of this controversial decision should be brought up too. Financially, we saw Disney stock plummet several percentage points since that suspension was announced last week. And then anecdotally, the Walt Disney Company suffered from a mass boycott of former Disney Plus subscribers who canceled their plans. I've been looking at Wall Street this morning. So far, Disney stock rebounding briefly, but has dipped again and is currently in the red. And then one other note to make, while Disney will allow Kimmel to take the stage once again, local ABC TV stations owned by both Sinclair and Nexstar, which owns NewsNation, they'll continue to preempt Kimmel with news programming.
Yep, and Nexstar making that announcement really just within the past few hours. All right, Alex, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.